Hi. After you have a meeting with Quill, one of the more important things to do is to make sure it understands who was in the meeting. Quill is just listening to the audio and then we try to identify speakers, but sometimes we may get it slightly wrong and we may not know exactly who was speaking when you have more than one person. So as you start to label speakers, Quill will learn the voices of the people you frequently speak to, whether you have them on the phone, whether they're in person, whether they're on Zoom, doesn't matter, but you do have to teach it a little bit. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So first of all, I imported some audio from YouTube, and the first thing you do is you take a look. 2 speakers probably meant, right? So let's just go ahead and label speakers. When you click label speakers, it will take you through the transcript one block at a time and ask you questions, and it will try to learn as much as possible. So we'll just go ahead and press space and listen to this. And so then I'd say this is board member 1. I don't know his name, but because I wasn't actually in this meeting. And so here we go. Now we've labeled 2 speakers, but this one is a 3rd speaker. He sounds very similar to board member number 1, but he's a different board member. And so I can hear that, and so I'll just say board member 2. Again, create the contact, press enter. Very easy. Okay, and I think we're about done. So then I would just press escape. As soon as you start to get to the right number of speakers, the right labels, Quill is continually learning behind the scenes. If there's anything else you'd like to change about the transcript that didn't come up during the automated flow, as you read the transcript, again, most of the time you don't have to do this, but if you do read the transcript, let's say this sentence is by a different person, you can just press enter. Now it's been split out, and you can go ahead and label it, and you can say this is board member 3. Let's say Quill had too many speakers and you realize one person's been split into 2 different speakers. That's also pretty easy to fix. So I could say board member number 1 and board member number 2 are the same person. I could merge them together. So I would just take that and merge board member 1 into board member 2. Alternatively, if I realize I mislabeled them and the finance board member is actually board member 1, I just had them mixed up through the whole transcript, I could go ahead and swap board member 1 with the finance board member through the whole transcript, and then they swap spots. If there's only a single sentence that's mislabeled, you can also highlight that sentence, and you can go ahead and label just that sentence and say this one was not the finance board member, this was actually board member 2. And then that sentence gets labeled, and Quill will continue to learn as you do that, and the modeling their voices will get more and more accurate. So that's it. It's pretty quick. You can stop at any time. You don't have to manually label every single sentence that is in there, but you can if you want, of course. And then the next time we have a meeting with the same people, Quill will be much more able to recognize their voices and recommend them or auto-label them if it's confident enough.